Good afternoon, everybody. I'm very happy to be today in Oxford. I want to say thank you very much for President of Oxford Union, Robert Harris, for invitation. Right now, just a couple of minutes ago, Robert asked me how we can call you idea, vision, theme of the speech. I was confused. I don't know what I have to answer. In a couple of seconds, give the answer. Fight for your dreams. Actually, I make a lot of speeches. First time in Oxford. Big honor for me in this university, but anyway, I make a lot of speeches in schools, universities, in Ukraine, in Germany, in the United States, right now in Britain. And I think what I have to explain, some couple of things. Fight for your dreams. Young people in front of me, girls and boys, and whole life in front of you, and very important to have a dream. Very important in life, have a dream in some time. People don't believe on your dream because it's looking fantastic, but much more important, you believe in yourself, and also very important, not just have your dream, fighting for that. I want to explain a couple of stories, my life stories, true stories. Many of you know me as sportsman, brother of very famous sportsman Vladimir. Just yesterday have a big press conference in Manchester, and 9th of July will be fighting against for his title. Fighting for dreams. As fighter, as small boy who came from very interesting country, Soviet Union, many years ago. Short story about sport. I was born in Kyrgyzstan, some republic in Soviet Union, moved to Kazakhstan, to Russia, to Litva, to Czech Republic. Father was Air Force, was military by Air Force, and I changed a lot of school. In 1986, I started with the boxing. I remember some so interesting story after perestroika came in Soviet Union. Boys and girls never have a chance to see professional boxing. Funny, professional boxing in Soviet Union was forbidden. We listen everybody about name Muhammad Ali, but we never saw the fight. And actually perestroika came and Iron Curtain fell down, and we have a chance to see professional fight. We listen one of the youngest boxer ever fighting for world title and can be youngest world champion. We came after the school to small room, switch on TV, sit together and strong boy, knock his opponent out and getting title youngest heavyweight champion in the history of boxing. It was Mike Tyson. Actually, beginning with the boxing, I was thin and skinny. I was 14. I told Tyson holding the world title, holding the world belt, champion belt above his head. And I was so expressed from this fight and told to my friends, you know what, in one day I will be also world champion. I beat Tyson and getting this title. Everybody looking this killer machine, big muscles, looking at me, very thin and skinny teenager, and told and asked me, who you want to beat Mike Tyson? You want to be world champion in heavyweight? They kidding me. I don't want to explain the story, what happens after that. They kidding me, they make jokes about me, but they don't know I have good memory. I remember everyone who make jokes 16 years later. I invite all my friends with who I saw that Mike Tyson fight to cafe, brings back with me. They all sit at the table. I take from my bag the world belt, WBC heavyweight title belt. This title, the same one which take above the head Mike Tyson, but in this time it was mine. Title, my belt. Put the belt on the table, and ask my friends, nah? You remember 1986, we sit after the school and all boys told me, Vitali, so sorry, we never think you can be heavyweight world champion, and this time we never expect the boy from our school can reach this high. I was very happy. This title, what have Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Muhammad Ali many years ago. This time was my title. I was proud and told to friends, please, they tell me, Vitali, sorry, we take our words back, but you was right many years ago if you explain about your dream. Why explain the story? Very important to have a dream, but it's not enough to have a dream. It's very important to fighting every day, to fighting every day to realize your dream, to make your dream true. Sometimes you need weeks, sometimes you need years, but if you want very much, sometimes nobody believes in you, but very important, you have to believe in yourself. And I'm more than sure, we don't have any dream we can make true. If you want that very much, if you fighting for your dream. I have many examples for that. In one day, I became idea. Not one day. It's come. This idea come slowly to me, and I told, I want to change my country. I want to change my city, and also explain the dreams to my friends. I working for political career. I want to be the mayor. It's also nobody have a dream. Nobody believe in that, but it's very, very important to fighting for that. I like saying very much. I know thousands of them, thousands of saying, and one of them always who following my sport career, always in my t-shirt in training camp, in my rope behind me stay, nothing is impossible. It means everything is possible if you want very much and if you're fighting for that. I'm more than sure everyone from you have a mission life. That's why everyone from you have big ambition, and I'm more than sure it's in Oxford studied just people who have huge ambition. Life is competition. You have to show you strong side. You have to show for everyone you better than another, and fighting. I wish for everyone to configure new vision, to find new mission, fighting for that, and I know also very good the clear rules in life. No fight, no win. Without fight, you will be never winner. And that's why I wish for every one of you success in your life, success in Oxford, success in life after that. And I know success will be with one rule: if you want very much, if you're fighting for your dream, you do it what you want. What I'm doing right now, politics. I never had a dream to be a politician. It happens. I was small boy. I remember me. I was 20. In 1991, Iron Curtain fell down, and we have a dream to build new country, Ukraine, as modern, as European, as democratic country. In 20 years, another country, our neighbors, Poland, Czech Republic, Slovak Republic, Hungary, make huge steps. Ukraine is frozen. It's painful to listen. Ukraine is one of the corrupt countries in Europe. Actually, 2010, the president from East Ukraine, Yanukovych, promised to every Ukrainian, I bring the country to European Union. Two years in European summit in Vilnius, without explanation to anyone, he told, no, we don't want to do that. The people was really disappointed. It's like stealing your dream. We expect to changes in Ukraine, changes in rules, and we expect the Ukraine come to European Union with rules, with life standards, with our values. It's not happens, and that's why many thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of the people come to the street and demonstrate for European Union. Many of you listen the word Euromaidan. It means people coming to the street and fighting for idea to be European Union. Euro revolution. The people fighting for the dream to live in European country. But we Ukrainian actually European. Geographically, with our history, with our mentality, we European. But we expect to build European rules, standards of life, values. And for that, we fighting. And that's why I'm right now stayed in front of you, not as sportsman, as politician. I take a part, very important part, because all changes come in this country from capital, from the heart. And I am right now mayor of the biggest city in Kiev and responsible for everything what happens in capital of Ukraine. It's not easy to change the system. It's not easy to fight against corruption. It's not easy to build new system and to told it's sometimes reform is painful for people. But we're coming back to the rules. No fight, no win. I truly believe we're fighting for better future for our country. And that's why we take the new know-how from all the world. I travel around the world, I have great connection to the people, I use my famous celebrity status to do that and fly to Davos, meet the president as SIP company, one of the biggest, and actually Kiev, capital of Ukraine, have modern system, smart city, and right now member of 2,500 cities in the world where the system works so well. We open our buildings, we open our commission, we working transparent. Result, last year, through aggression in east of Ukraine, GDP in country fall down in 10%. In the same year in Kiev, we receive 30% in our budget more. Not because our economy work better, it's because everything is transparent. Billions of green are stalling, and right now is work for the country. It's great feeling if you have success. I am very happy to implement Uber in Ukraine. Also, many people were very skeptical to bring some new know-how and implement that. Right now, it's we moved from we changed mentality. Can you imagine our mentality to present yourself? It's my house, it's my car, it's my villa, and I have a feeling, I have great feeling if some new Ukrainian present, okay, which car you have? One of them tells, I drive Bentley. Another one, oh, I looking to buy Aston Martin. Look at me, I tell, I drive bicycle. Right now, to bring the bicycle as great, modern, and transport in Kiev is also my goal. It's so many easy things, but it's work around the world to bring to our city and see how it's work. Right now we many thousands of people right now, they change the car to the bicycle. We built the infrastructure in Kiev and also show the good example to in other cities. We build the stadiums, we build the parks, we use the potential what we have. Ukraine have huge potential, amazing potential. I can emotionally explain about potential, but numbers don't have emotions. Some couple of numbers, interesting numbers for you. Just a couple of months ago I googled some information. I was very shocked from numbers. Example, Ukraine just 0.5% of whole territory of the world. 36% of world reserve of black soil. 36% world reserve of black soil in 0.5%. And after these numbers, if you drive to the country and see how poor live people there, something wrong. Why? We need know-how. We need new technology. We need new ideas. And for that fighting we are. It's not easy to implement. You have to be creative. You have to show your passion to fighting for these simple ideas, and you have result. But we're coming back to tema for our meeting. Fighting for your dream. I'm more than sure we have a lot of changes, a lot of challenges of our country, in our city. By the way, as Mayor of Kiev, as representative of our city, I want to invite you one of the best and beautiful city in the world. Believe me, because as sportsman around the world, I see many countries, I see many cities. And actually my first job, you will be very surprised. I'm working as 3 years as guide in our city. I was starting with 14 years old and makes excursion for another children from another school from Soviet Union, show how good is the city. We have a lot of islands. We have huge river, big one. The smallest side, 700 meters. The brightest part, 26 kilometers. You stay in one side of the river, you doesn't see another one. It's not natural, is beautiful. The people is gas friendly. And if you came to Kiev, I promise you one thing, you will be surprised. And you receive very good, unforgettable emotion. And that's why, if you have a chance, traveling. I promise you, safe city, you have friends. So strong friend, if something happens, come to me. No, it's without joke, it's safe city, it's no problems, and it's very huge historical and center, many old buildings and great nature. I have a dream to build one island, Disneyland, and right now Hydro Park. It's so many attraction and for children, for adults to spend the time there. I have a lot of dreams to change our city and make the city much more comfortable and much more beauty for every citizen, for every visitors of our city. It's possible, and I enjoy very much my job. It's bad job. It's what does it mean bad job? It's difficult job. Bad job because I doesn't see my wife, my children, my friends. It's 24 hours, 7 days a week. But anyway, I enjoy the job if you see how city changed, and people, the best result if some people come to you, shake your hands and say, thank you very much for changes. We enjoy that very much. It's the best point what I can take from this job. But anyway, I can explain a lot about Ukraine, about capital of Ukraine, about this job, about sport, about life. But monologue is always bad. It's always good discussion. And that's why let's to talk. I'm more than sure many of you have some question. I will be very happy, short, give the answer and discuss with you for any question what you have. Thank you very much for your attention. And right now we come to the second part, much more interesting part of our meeting.
Thank you very much, Dr. Klitschko, for that fascinating speech. I'm going to ask a few questions and then we'll open it up to the audience to carry on. And you've had an incredible career, going from being a world heavyweight boxing champion to your political career now. Do you think that boxing has helped you at all to position yourself politically? Has it helped you with self-preservation and your image? Have there been useful lessons from your sporting career which you've taken through to the job now?
Thank you for your question. One more time, sorry for my English. My mom in the school told me, my son, you have to study languages, and I asked my mom, for what? We never have a chance in Soviet Union to travel outside of the country, and it happens, perestroika came, and right now, many years later, if I study English, if I study German and other languages, I remember my mom and told why I doesn't listen in this time. But anyway, I'm very happy. My children right now speak fluently English, German, Ukrainian, Russian. It's languages is very important. Languages connect to the people. Thank you for your question. Yes, of course, boxing helped me a lot. Skills what I have in boxing. Listen, it's interesting. I have a dream, and I hope this dream never happens, but I have a dream someday to defend some girls from hooligans and use my boxing skills. Where I am, no hooligans, or some hooligans don't want to attack someone. And always where I am is friendly atmosphere, and that's why I'm happy I not implement my dreams, this dream in life. But anyway, I use my boxing skills in politics. What I mean? It's very important to have a goal. It's very important to have a character to achieve your goal. It's very important to be organized. It's very important discipline. Everything what I have in sport, I use in my life during every day. And sport helped me a lot. Sometime in evening, powerless, I come back to home and I told, no way, I don't want this job. I don't want, no, I can't do it because it costs a lot of energy. The next morning, I wake up and give answer for myself and my next lovely saying, never give up. And that's why the goal, what I have, I want to implement the modern European city, modern European country, Ukraine. For that, I'm fighting, and I'm more than sure we need time for that. And I say thank you very much for everyone who helped me, and also thank you very much for my teacher, for my coach, who give me knowledge, who give me the rules, never give up, fighting for dream, and that's why without sport I never have success in my life as politician.
You have spoken a lot about how you want to fight corruption and increase transparency in Ukraine. What practical steps have you put in place whilst Mayor of Kiev in order to do that?
Transparency. I told that very important, it's two ways. First of all, if you break the rules, you have to be responsible for that. You have, I spent a lot of time in Germany. In Germany, I see how important rules. What the mayor? Who are you? Steffi Graf, Boris Becker, the president of Siemens, or president of famous club Bayern Munich, or president of Germany. If you break the rules, you have to be responsible for that. And no excuses. Exactly the same with the mayor, who are you? World star, wealthy people, or have very high position, you have to care about the rules. And that's why we starting in Ukraine. If I came to office for investigated, we find the billions of stolen money in city council. We give hundreds of kilograms to prosecutor office 1.5 years ago. Right now it's very big protest mood in Ukraine because the people told we change the faces but system still the same. Why? Right now is politician talking about fighting against corruption. The people told it's illusion. Who is in jail? Who take responsibility? Nobody. One half year ago, we give hundreds of kilograms to prosecutor office, and we expect the result 82 criminal cases, but nothing happens. Okay, it's not my responsibility. My responsibility to don't give the place for corruption. Hated lights. We make everything is possible in city. We open Mayor office. We open documentary. It's everything is transparent. We open budget of Kiev. Everything in internet. We doing everything is open. It's a result. Right now, almost impossible to steal the money, to make a corruption in administration. I can say right now we kill corruption there, but we make huge step against that. Also, can you imagine Ukrainian parliament? In parliament, 1/3 of deputy voting, and we call it play piano. If deputy take this card and make a voting for some rules, they are running between the seats and push the button for another people. The people give the right to deputy defend the interests of the people. We call that political corruption if you never come to your workplace, if you don't read the rules, if somebody put the button and make the rules for you. We're first Ukrainian parliament and city council who have personal voting. Also implement that. It's a huge step against political corruption. And nobody can return right now back. It's very important to make reform which actually have good result. And I told, the life is fight. it's also fight against corruption in Ukraine is right now the main question. We do it a lot, but not enough to totally change the system. But we continue the fight. We continue the fight, and we need also young people who have the same vision, who have the same value, who will be fighting with you. Because what a matter, how strong are you? How many titles are you? You have huge iron muscles, but it's not enough. You need the team, the people who come together with you, who have the same vision. And if you build good team, the people who have the same vision, you can achieve your goal. And that's why I told to many Ukrainians who try to find a better place everywhere in the world, please, make education in the West. Come back to the country. We can do that together. Alone, it's do it almost impossible. It's very difficult. That's why I know a couple of Ukrainians here. Please, welcome back to Ukraine. You're responsible for your country also.
Well, it's great that you want everyone to be held to account, no matter their stature. But let's talk about someone on your team, Petro Poroshenko. He's often criticised as being a typical cunning oligarch, and he's been reported to have lots of companies offshore out of Ukraine despite being president of Ukraine. Why do you think that he's good for your country? Why do you support him?
Aggression from East, Crimea annexion, huge protest mood, everybody understand. It's actually understand that too late. If Malaysian airplane with 300 people was shot, the people in Europe understand it's not local conflict in Ukraine and can touch everyone. It's not a local conflict. Everybody understand. Without money support, weapon delivering, propaganda war, this conflict will be never ever happens. Where is the reason of conflict? Why people, why brother nation of Ukraine and Russians kill each other? For what? The Russian propaganda explain to the power come nationalists, radicals, fascists, who hated Russians. It's not true. Sorry, it's bullshit. I have a lot of friends in Russia. I have relatives in Russia. I call them and they told me that I'm exploited. I'm sorry, I am part of government. How I can hate Russians? Health of my body, my blood, also Russians, because my mom, my father is Ukrainian, my mom is Russians. For what fighting we are? The conflict, the conflict coming just with idea, with one man to rebuild empire, to rebuild Soviet Union. We was in Soviet Union, we don't want back to USSR. We want to build modern, democratic European country. In our future, in the European Union. But not everybody agree with that. Everybody tried to destabilize situation and destroy the country from inside. Many politicians split the country, and I understand one thing. Right now, we have to be in this difficult situation, very big situation for one of the difficult situations in the history of Ukraine. You have to unite it. It's a good example from boxing. It's everything is strong, but not strong enough. If all fingers come together, it will be much stronger. We have to unite it to much country made stronger. The question about offshore, you can give next time if you invite to people who are responsible for that here and give the question. I'm not ready to take a responsibility for business of the people. I take responsibility for the country. And I know unity right now for Ukraine is a main question. I never have ambition to be the mayor, ambition to be the president. My friends told, you know what, how many presidents in the world? Almost 200. How many mayors of the world? 1,000. The world champion heavyweight is just numbers. I can spend good time in United States, in Germany, every part in the world, but I am in Ukraine because I believe in my country. And I know saying very much, and one of them told, you want to make good, make by yourself. And that's why I'm in Ukraine, that's why I call for everyone for unity in this very difficult period of history of Ukraine.
Thank you. We're going to open up to questions from the audience. Could we please start off with a question from the member 4 seats down in the blue jacket?
Thank you very much. My name is Irina Lapshina. I'm a representative here, Compass, Oxford University. Thank you for your inspiring speech. And getting back to our dream topic, I would ask a very brief question. Imagine if you have your dream dinner and you could invite 3 to 5 people. It could be people who live now, people who passed away, celebrities, sportsmen, scientists, whoever. Whom will you invite? Thank you.
One day I received the same question. If I have a chance to invite the people from history, from the past time, who I can invite and which question I can give. I long time think about this question. I know one question, one person who I want to talk, and I know which question I have to ask him. I want to meet Jesus and ask him why. Thank you for the question.
Thank you. Can we please go to the member on the first row in the aisle? Yes, you, sir.
If you ever consider or a fight against your brother for unification of the titles was ever on the table, was a possibility?
My father was Air Force officer. We grown up in Soviet Union, and the parents go to work, and I was the babysitter for my brother. I was father and mother because I was responsible always for him. I have my brother is not just brother for me; he's closest friend. I am every year, if my brother have birthday, I send to my mom huge. So many flowers, and with the word thank you for greatest present in my life. Without my brother, my life will be boring, and always we have a competition. I was unhappy the parents give me the brother, and I have to carry everywhere to my friends, but we're very similar. Between us is 5 years. I came right now to Great Britain 1,000 times comment Vladimir Klitschko. I'm sorry, not Vladimir. Not Vladimir. No, I am Vitali. Oh, it's sometimes we looking very similar. Vladimir is the same size. If right now I go out and Vladimir with exactly with the same suit come back, not everyone understands this. we change the speaker. No, you understand because English by my brother much better. Hayden Panieri have a good teacher. Vladimir speak English much better than me. But anyway, it's between us also competition. I go to the school, it's my small brother in preschool. I want to go to the school. It's actually everybody in 7 years go to the school. Vladimir go in 6, not very much. And after that, I go to boxing training. It's my small brother. I want to be also boxer. And okay. After the school, I go to university. It's my brother told, I want to be also in the same university. After university, I starting to write PhD, as my brother told me, you know what, I want to show you're not smarter than me. Also, write PhD. You know what, I won the title as heavyweight champion. Just a year ago, my brother also became world champion in another version. And it's always good to have a dream. I'm very happy to have my brother and make a dream. Can you imagine one of sportsmen have a dream to be world champion? We collect with the brother, first time in the history, whole belts in all versions in one family. And I'm actually very happy to have the strongest brother in the world. First point. The second point, Vladimir very clever. He give answer for exactly the same question. They told, you know what, you want to listen about fight against my brother? I never have a chance. I was I was born, my brother was 5 years old. I don't have chance. I was 5, he was 10. Also, no so big chance. I was 10, he was 15. Also, but right now I told Vladimir have so good skills. I don't want to fighting against strongest man in the world because it's too dangerous for me. But most important, in one day, as children, we fighting against each other, and my mom told me, you have to care about your young brother, and please, never fighting against him. I promised that to my mom, and I keep my promising, and that's why somebody want to see the fight against two brothers, it never happens, sorry.
Do you think he will also go into politics?
I hope no.
Too much competition?
No, it's... I pay for politics very big price. It's very important points. We can make money, we can make so many things in life, but we begrenzt of English. We have time limit. We have time limit just 24 hours, and I'm sorry, last years I doesn't see my children, doesn't see my family, my wife, my friends, and I pay for that huge price because if I travel, it's my daughter come to me and crying, "Father, I want to go with you to Disneyland, I want to spend time with you," and difficult to explain because the father have ambition in the goal of country much more important than the wish of my daughter. It's painful, but I pay big price for that, and one politician family, it's enough.
Thank you. Let's go to the question from the member in the glasses on the second row on my left-hand side.
You speak really passionately about the future of Ukraine. How do you see it in terms of foreign policy objectives?
We have good example. I spent a lot of time in Poland in 90 years, and I see the GDP of Poland was 3 times less as Ukraine in 90 years. Right now, GDP 4 times bigger than Ukraine. In Poland, bigger than Ukraine. I see how transparency to European country. Right now, if you drive from Ukraine to Germany, you never see ways ended Poland was starting Germany. The same highway, the same infrastructure, the same life standards, and it's a good example for Ukraine. We can do it exactly the same, but we have just implement the same reform what do it Poland, and also it's the same standards of life, and what actually work in Poland is good example. The same in Hungary, the same in it's our neighbor country from the west, and we have to do it almost the same way. Don't make mistakes, don't repeat mistakes, and study from mistakes, and we can do it very fast. We don't have so much time. And also, very important question what you ask is the human rights, also European value, and we have to implement that in our country. Thank you for your question.
We will now go to the gentleman in the glasses on the second row.
So just something a little bit more personal. You mentioned that fight between...
Sorry.
You mentioned the fight in 1986 with Mike Tyson. I was just wondering if that was what inspired you to get into boxing, or if you'd been involved in that before. Like, when did you start getting into boxing and things?
If you're ready for good story, I explain you why it happens. I grew up, can you imagine, Air Force Base, Kazakhstan. 3-4 buildings for families, dessert, and the place for planes. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's the same story everywhere. You have some community, military community, around you, or forest, or desert, and every community, children make a crazy game. I remember me, if we see the sign is dangerous, strange, verboten, it means we have to check that. Why is that? It's for children was interesting, and I don't want to explain some stories. The toys in garnison was very dangerous, and we go to polygon to find some toys. One time I break the mine of mine back to home. It's a big one, and nobody had to stole it. I put this. It was so big. I can hide this plate and put under the bed of my father. Father come always late in home. I was already asleep, and father come to my room and told, "What is that? Who bring that?" As a small boy, I did not understand what I bring to the home, and that's why this story was not in my family. It's everywhere, and that's why for children in every garnison make some section. And one day in the school come coach and told, "I am boxer coach. Who want to be the boxer?" It's everybody comments. We in evening we meet each other in some place. I was one of the 20 boys, and looking everyone. Yeah, you are good. You're good. I was tall and skinny. The coach looking at me and told, "You're not good for boxing. Go to swimming." It was so painful to listen that all my friends is good for boxing. I'm not. And I told, "No, I want to be the boxer." And he touched my ego so much, and I decided to be the boxer. It happens. And after that, I became a dream to be, as if I am boxer, became a dream to be the best one. And I see the Tyson, I want to beat him. Actually, we have a contract with Mike Tyson to fight. Daley Williams knocked him out in front of me, and doesn't have a chance after that to fight Danny Williams. I knock him out, but many years later we getting friends with Mike Tyson. He's actually not so bad person as everybody know about him. It was very nice to talk to him and know him as person, meet him as a person. It happens. I never have a dream to be the politician alive. Give me task to be, and you have to take this challenge. Thank you for the question.
I'm afraid that's all we have time for this afternoon. Please could you all remain in your seats whilst we leave, and please join me once more in thanking Dr. Vitali Klitschko.